Hey guys, welcome back to Money is Blind podcast. So, yesterday I published this episode about Apple Vision Pro, the new way in which Apple is trying to augment reality and show it to the public through their new eyeglasses, which is a marvelous piece of technology. I reviewed it. I think it will be beneficial for blind and visually impaired persons because in this podcast I talk about blindness, vision loss, and how blind and visually impaired persons can launch their business instead of trying to get a job and live from paycheck to paycheck. So, any type of assistive technology is going to help a blind person launch a business, and that's why I've been talking about all these assistive technology devices. And I also talked about Neuralink. I have published 2 or 3 episodes about Neuralink. If you don't remember what Neuralink is, it is a private company founded by Elon Musk, the world's richest person, and with the help of brain computer interfaces, he is trying to implant small, tiny chips the size of a coin inside our brain, and these devices will be able to communicate with the brain through tiny wires, which are the size 1/10 of a human hair. And with these devices, paralyzed persons would be able to think about a movement, use their computers, move a mouse pointer, select something on the screen, just like what we do on a touch screen. And it has further implications and uses, like it can be helpful for the blind and visually impaired persons to see the world around us virtually. So, the last 2-3 years, Neuralink has been trying to get FDA approval to start human trials. It has been all over the news because of the tests, the clinical trials it carried out in animals. Many animal activists, they have been raising their voice, their concerns about the cruelty done by this company to the animals, because in order to start a human trial, FDA needs to get more evidence, and for that, Elon Musk and his team of scientists at Neuralink has been trying hard to prove that this device can be safely implanted in human brain. So there was so many questions which FDA has raised, and recently, last week, no, like 2 weeks back, FDA gave the approval to Neuralink to conduct human trials. So Neuralink will be starting these trials immediately, but won't expect any benefits for the blind and visually impaired persons because they are not starting their brain computer interfaces for the blind. They are right now focusing on motor disabilities, locomotor disabilities, persons who can't walk, those who can't use their arms, upper limbs, those who don't have arms and hands and fingers. Yeah, for those kind of persons, that's where they are focusing right now. I think in the next 5 years, Neuralink will be starting trials for blind and visually impaired persons. And in order to get more updates on Neuralink and other newer assistive technologies, which is going to help blind and visually impaired persons, consider subscribing to this podcast. So they have achieved this approval, and they will be starting human trials. That means humans can enroll in these clinical trials and get their brain implanted with these small computers and see how it is going to be, whether it's going to be beneficial, whether it's going to be safe for humans, whether these devices can be removed, because these computers does have a lithium-ion battery inside them, and we know what happens when lithium-ion batteries blows up. We've seen Samsung devices. We have heard many stories about mobile phones and smartphones getting exploded. What if the same thing happens inside this person's brain because of this implant? So there were so many questions which FDA had raised, and some of them were regarding the safety, whether it can be safely removed. And by the way, Neuralink is using robots and not neurosurgeons to implant these devices, and they claim that these devices can also be removed safely Another question that I think FDA was trying to get an answer for was, what if these wires which are implanted into the brain, into the neurons, what if they shift? What if they migrate? So apparently Neuralink has another technology which tries to keep track of these wires, these small, tiny, thin hair-like structures, which are actually electrodes, and they say they will be able to track it, and if it moves away from the target neurons and nervous tissue, they will be able to bring it back to the original site. I'm not sure whether Neuralink has been able to provide all the answers to all the questions that FDA was asking, but somehow they got the approval, and we can expect more news from Neuralink in the coming months, because I don't think they are going to waste more time, and human trials will be on the way. So apart from that, today it was a non-video publishing day, but still I took two videos. Both of them were shorts. One was less than 30 seconds, and I used it as a WhatsApp status video. I'm planning to use it as an ad and start a new ad campaign to promote DoFoodie. It is to bring in more customers to use online doctor consultation and telemedicine services, which is provided by DoFoodie, one of the companies that I founded back in 2018. I did another video. This one also is a shorts video. It is 58 seconds long, and I published it in YouTube and Instagram. And this one is also to promote our psychiatry department in DoFoodie. And I'm not going to use it as an ad, but it will bring in more users because it has gained some views. I'm talking about some of the symptoms of depression, and then providing them a live tip by prompting them to download the DoFoodie app and talk to psychiatrists so that they can get a relief from those symptoms. So I took those videos before leaving to the office, and it was kind of busy day. I had some assignment with my students, and they had a presentation, a seminar. I had to engage with the students for 1.5 hours at the office, and the podcast, it took 10 to 20 minutes to edit it and publish it. It is live. The Apple Vision Pro podcast is now live as I speak. You can go listen to it just by scrolling up. If you missed it, in case you missed it, you can find it by scrolling up, or you can go to moneyisblind.com and it'll be there. Every blog post, that's another task that my PA completed today. All the 126 episodes are now published as a blog post in www.moneyisblind.com. You can visit that website, and it has been categorized into various categories so that you will be able to find each and every single episode that you are looking for easily and conveniently. And regarding the books, this is an update which I had promised day before yesterday. I was searching in Audible for the books written by blind persons, and I found Planet of the Blind by Stephen Kusisto. It was one of the books that I had mentioned in those 5 books in the episode number 125. So that book is available in Audible. I downloaded it and I started listening to it. It is the story of a young Stephen who was born in the 1950s, and during that time, being blind was kind of a stigma. So his family wanted him to be a sighted person, but he had real sight loss. And so he was trying to cope with his life, trying to become like a sighted boy, growing up with vision loss. And I just started it. It feels good. It is a heartbreaking story, but Stephen has used some poetic words, and the story is flowing in a very good shape so far. So if you have subscribed to Audible, or if you have Amazon Prime membership, you can download this book and start listening to this book as well. So that's it. That was a quick update on the latest which is happening in the blind community. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.